Hello, and welcome to Pepperdine University. This is an info session for the Masters in TESOL program at the Graduate School of Education and Psychology. My name is Dr. Kevin Wong, and I am the program chair of the TESOL program here at Pepperdine. It's wonderful to have you, and I'm so glad that you're here. The team consists of myself, as well as our enrollment officer, Vanessa Rosales, who you will likely be reaching out to and communicating with, as well as Masa Zojaji, who is our associate program director. In today's presentation, I'm going to be going over a few things. First, why TESOL? Second, some program highlights that set us apart at Pepperdine. Third, program details. And fourth, financial aid and some scholarship considerations. You'll see on the right the Zoom screen of myself and my students last fall as we were engaging in virtual teaching and learning, but all smiles and a lot of fun. Now we are back in person. So first, the why. Why TESOL? What brought you here? Why is it that you decided that you were interested in pursuing a master's degree in TESOL? Is it that you've always been interested in working with children or students and wanting to teach them English? Have you traveled the world or gone to other places and realized that that could be a way that you could make impact with students? Or perhaps you've already devoted a lot of your life to the TESOL field and want to come back for a master's degree to systematically study and understand how to teach language. What is your why? Here are a couple of pathways that you could pursue with our Master's in TESOL degree. First, an ESL teacher, teaching English as a second language. Our program prepares you to teach in all contexts, from preschool to elementary to middle, high, as well as adulthood. You are able to teach lots of students and lots of learners, both virtually as well as in person. Perhaps you'd like to go abroad outside of the United States to teach English, to be a TOEFL teacher, to be an IELTS teacher. Perhaps maybe you'd like to go abroad to teach in development contexts, to make a difference in a different way, serving with nonprofit organizations or missions organizations, for example. Or perhaps domestically, you might want to work with refugee or immigrant populations, or maybe work as a curriculum specialist where you might integrate art, as we see in this picture, or music, or socio-emotional learning, or other types of disciplines into curriculum to support language learners. Or maybe perhaps you'd like to serve as a language consultant, helping administrations or helping school districts or principals with thinking about how to support language learners in their contexts. These are just 6 different ways that you could leverage this degree, and there are many more. Some program highlights from our program here at Pepperdine that really set us apart. First, we are technology infused and social justice oriented. We know that we need to prepare our teachers to prepare their students for the 21st century skills that are needed in today's society. We also adopt a social justice orientation towards our teaching, knowing that we need to teach the whole child and understand who they are before we can properly teach them. Our program is aligned to CAPE and international TESOL standards, which makes sure that we can offer a comprehensive, robust, and really well-rounded program that can leave you confident that when you enter the classroom or in your career context, you're able to offer a really good language education to students. Some of you might be interested in pursuing a doctoral degree and would like to take this master's degree as a stepping stone. Well, this is also a pathway for you. If you complete this program, then you are able to transfer up to 9 units, which equates to 3 courses in the doctoral program at Pepperdine University. One thing that really sets us apart is conference attendance and presentations. Every year, we send our students to 2 conferences, one in the fall and one in the spring. It's a wonderful opportunity to be able to be at the forefront of research and practice, meeting the people that we're reading about in textbooks, as well as networking and presenting our own research and ideas. What would a teaching program be without putting you in a clinical placement? So here we have an authentic clinical practicum experience where you are working with children and adults in a context that is meaningful to you and aligned with your career goals. We also offer small cohorts of learning. So we have students get a lot of individualized attention from their professors and instructors and really form a very unique and special bond with one another. And I have some photos later that can really illustrate that. Here we see the conference presentations. On the left, these are our TESOL students. We were so proud as they were presenting posters at the California TESOL conference. We also send students to the CABE, which is California Association of Bilingual Education Conference, or the TESOL International Conference, depending on availability and timing and other factors. In the middle, one of our students gave an oral presentation to an audience. And then on the right, we have networking opportunities where you can speak with potential employers as well as maybe specialists and other educators and networks so that you're able to leverage your degree to think about what next steps might be. We believe at Pepperdine that teaching is an act of social justice. And so inclusion, diversity, justice, equity, these are all part of the everyday conversations that we are having in our classrooms and how we're reflecting as we're in practice as well, in the practicums. As mentioned, we have a really caring community here at Pepperdine. We recognize that a lot of students are not actually from California. We have many from other states in the US, as well as countries such as China, as well as South Korea and Russia. So here, just recently, I invited all the students over to my home for a Thanksgiving dinner, which was a really fun way to bond. On the right, though, it is not uncommon to see students having meals together on campus. We also like to have some fun. So on the left, we have a Malibu weekend hike in the Malibu Canyon for some students who wanted to come. And on the right, on some of the beautiful LA rooftops, having a Halloween party or having some fun with new friends that we've made in this program. We hope that it is apparent that we are your support system and we are your advocates in this program. We recognize that you are making a huge sacrifice to come and join our program and to engage in a very rigorous curriculum. And so on the left is our team. So the instructors, the student services, writing center, career center, program staff, and we are with you every step of the way until the very right where we see you through to graduation. And we're so proud of you standing on that beautiful Malibu campus overlooking the Pacific Ocean in your cap and gown. A few details about our program. We are an in-person program, not virtual. And so we have all students come and participate in classrooms in Malibu as well as Calabasas. We have a cohort model, as mentioned earlier, so that you get to really get to know your classmates and can really support one another, as well as be a great network for one another when you graduate. We have 3 academic terms, so 1 year, fall, spring, and summer, and have 32 units of study. We begin in the fall, and we have 2 or 3 classes a week on campus. So you can expect with each semester to either come to campus 2 days a week or 3 days a week. And the campuses that you will go to are Malibu and Calabasas. Here are the pictures. On the left, classes are held in Malibu, overlooking the Pacific Ocean. It is absolutely beautiful. And you also have the opportunity to live on campus in our graduate student housing. We can answer any of those questions if you'd like in the future. On the right, we have the Calabasas campus, which is really a professional center. It's a beautiful business area where we have classes. And so because there are 2 campuses, you are required to have transportation between the 2. They're not too far apart from one another, but it does require driving or carpooling. I wanted to show this because in Malibu, at the top of the hill is where the Graduate School of Education and Psychology campus is, as well as graduate student housing. And so we have the best view of all of Pepperdine. I wanted to give a little bit of an overview about the roadmap of courses that you can expect. You can look at the detailed courses on our website, but we have strategically and intentionally designed our courses so they build upon one another. In the fall, when you first come, we're exploring the theoretical foundations of language and learning. What is language? What is learning? These are some important questions to wrestle with as teachers. In the spring, then we think about how we design lessons based on our understanding of language and based on our understanding of learning. We learn about how to design language, how to design lessons, how to teach, and how to assess language learners, a lot of the how. In the summer is when we get our feet wet and our hands dirty. So we go into our clinical placements here. We're engaging with our capstones. We're also taking courses on diversity, equity, and inclusion, and thinking about our identities as teachers. And we consider the question, who am I? And what impact do I want to make in the field of TESOL? Our capstones will prepare you with a portfolio so that you are able to springboard into that next job that you're going to take after graduating from our program. We prepare you every step of the way and support you. A few scholarship considerations. So please do apply for FAFSA if you are eligible. The code for Pepperdine University is 001264, which you can see at the bottom. We also have a number of scholarships available, including the Education for Life, merit-based, Give a Gift of Education, as well as Pathway to Purpose scholarships. You can visit the scholarship website at the top there, or you could also reach out to our enrollment officer for more information. Here is the website for the application. Please do apply online for our program and email us if you have any questions at the email address there. Sooner or later, you will be here on the lush campus overlooking the Pacific Ocean, just like we see here on the picture. And so thank you so much for taking the time to come and listen to our program and what we have to offer here at Pepperdine University. We are so excited to have you, and we would love to hear more about you, your story, and what brings you here. So please join us at Pepperdine. This was a high-level overview of our program, and so we encourage you to sign up for one of our live info sessions. At the live info session, we will make a lot more space for question and answer to get to know you more, and also we invite our alumni to come and speak so you can hear about some of the things that they're doing now that they've graduated from our program. We look forward to seeing you.